Hey everybody, this is the Beware reading for your sign for this month. I'll do 3 spreads. What you need to be aware of this month spread, the advice spread, and the next good thing that will happen to you this month that will at least put a smile on your face spread. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's begin. Hi Aquarius, this is the first out of 3 spreads, the Beware spread. We have the Knight of Swords clarified by the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. We have the 3 of Wands clarified by the Chariot. We have the Tower clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Emperor. And we also have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, or another Aquarius, or Cancer, or an Aries, or pretty much any zodiac sign. This will most likely resonate with you if you had an ugly breakup with somebody at some point in the past, and it could have been a month ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, doesn't matter, but for most of you fairly recently, right? And perhaps you're thinking that it's done, it's over with, you cannot salvage this connection, this relationship or marriage anymore because of the way you guys broke up. It was just done. And what you should be aware of, it's not done. This person is coming back, and the way they're gonna come back is gonna shock you. They've prepared something big, something major to perhaps resurrect this, right? Perhaps this person is also aware that you firmly believe it's done, it's over with, so in order for them to reverse that, to fix it, they have to come up with something big, something major, and that's gonna shock you. That's what I have here so far. I don't know what you need to do just yet about it. We'll have an advice spread later. The second spread is the advice spread, but this is the situation. Somebody is coming back, right? So we have Judgment on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. This is a card of somebody coming back, trying to resurrect this connection. And all the way to your left, we have what happened. The Knight of Swords clarified by the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. The Knight of Swords could be a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, or another Aquarius, or together with the 5 of Swords, you guys had an ugly major fight. Out of all 4 knights, the Knight of Swords is the one that tends to get into fights. You know, this Knight of Swords could represent fury, right? Because this person is charging ahead. I know it's partially blocked, but trust me. There's a horseman, right? Riding a horse, and they're charging ahead. They've got their sword out. They're ready to strike. They look pissed off. And together with the 5 of Swords, which is a card of an ugly ending, together those 2 cards, it must have been something awful. It's just things were thrown out the window. You guys were yelling at each other, throwing things at each other. It was just ugly, right? The 5 of Cups, clarifying the 5 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. This card has always to do with the past. I think this energy comes from that person, the person coming back. And the 5 of Cups is a card of grieving the past, regretting the past. So they do regret perhaps flying off the handle. They regret breaking up with you, right? And they're coming back. We have the 3 of Wands clarified by the Chariot. The 3 of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. And what they made a decision about is to come back to you. The Chariot clarifying the 3 of Wands is the personal Cancer card. You could be dealing with a Cancer, but the Chariot is a card of victory. It's a card of a triumph. Right, so this person is planning to win you back in a major, big way with the Chariot card, right? And they've got their mind set on you. That's it. That's what they want to do, and they're not going to stop until you take them back. We have the Tower, clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Emperor. The Tower, in this case, you know, Aquarius, it was really confusing. That's why I clarified more than usual, right? So the Tower in this case is something that's going to shock you, right? Because like I said, you firmly believe it's done, it's over with. And the Ace of Cups clarified, and the Emperor clarifying the Tower is the person coming back. The Emperor could be an Aries coming back. It's the personal Aries card, or the Emperor is somebody who is stepping up. Right, so perhaps they were all over the place, they took you for granted, they would always start fights with you because they didn't think of you as someone they want to spend the rest of their life with. Now they've completely changed. The Emperor often comes through as a future husband or a future significant other figure. This is a card of somebody who is in control, somebody who got their shit together, you know, and they're coming back with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is true, genuine, authentic love. And like I said, you're going to be shocked. They've prepared something big, something major, right? To kind of shock you, and before you know, you're back together, you know. Impress you with whatever they're prepared to do. So that's what we have so far. All right, so let's take a look at the advice spread real quick. Here's the advice for you, Aquarius. This is from your perspective. This is what you need to do, or at least take into consideration. We have the Knight of Swords clarified by the Six of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Fool and the Two of Cups. And we also have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Here's the deal, Aquarius. It kind of feels like this person had anger management issues, or something was off about them. They were really easy to fly off the handle, and that's what I kind of felt during the first spread. Remember, I actually said fly off the handle, and I think that's what happened. That was their problem. That's what it looked like in the first spread. Remember how we had the Knight of Swords clarified by the Five of Swords? Like I said, this energy is an energy of an ugly breakup, right? So they will come back and tell you that they took care of it. They will promise you that they're not going to be starting fights with you anymore. They're not going to be a tyrant, right? Perhaps they took anger management classes, or they did something. They started yoga classes, or they started doing breathing exercises, or they did something else. That's what they'll tell you, I think. The Knight of Swords, you see, we have the Lovers in the middle. The Lovers is a card of a choice, right? To the left from the Lovers, we have the Knight of Swords. This is the energy of the person, the way they were in the past, right? The Knight of Swords is a card of getting into a fight. But it's clarified by the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of moving out of choppy waters towards calmer waters. The Six of Swords is a card of an improvement, right? So that's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you they took care of that. To the right from the Lovers, we have the Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of Cups is a completely different energy from the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Cups is all about love. It's all about being very romantic. It's the most romantic knight out of all four knights. You know, the Knight of Cups is all about lovey-dovey, cuddly, fuzzy feelings, right? And it's clarified by the Fool and the Two of Cups. Right, so if they, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, this is the most important card in this reading, I think. This is a card of for you to wait and see. Alright, so the Knight of Cups, if they've become the Knight of Cups, if they really truly did take care of whatever anger management or whatever other issues they had, then you can give it a chance. Then you can give them a second shot, right? The Fool with the Two of Cups, this is you giving them a second chance, and the two of you are getting back together and feel loved, in love with the Two of Cups, right? However, if they're still the same way, you need to drop that person. That's the advice. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Some of you could be dealing with two different people, you know. Perhaps this ex shows up with anger management and you're already dealing with a new person, somebody who is much more loving. Then the advice for you, I think, is to move forward with the nicer, gentler, more loving person, if that's your case. If you're dealing with just one person, then the choice is then you'll have to wait and see. And then analyze their behavior over an extended period of time. I don't know what the extended period of time is for you personally, Aquarius. For some of you, it could be a couple of weeks. For a group of you, it could be a month. You know, so that's the advice. I hope that makes sense, Aquarius. And we're moving on to spread number 3. Spread number 3 is the next good thing that will happen to you in the near future. Aquarius, here's spread number 3. This is the next good thing that will happen to you. That will at least put a smile on your face. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Page of Cups. We have Temperance, and we also have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You'll be dealing with the Queen of Wands. This is somebody you already know. And perhaps the two of you had a fallout, or you just lost touch. right? It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be somebody you used to work with or you used to collaborate with in some shape or form. But it could be anybody, you know. Could be your friend, could be your ex. It could be a business partner of yours, an ex-business partner, you know, anybody. This person is coming back and they will want to bury the hatchet with you, or they will want to work with you again, right? Or basically reconnect with you. The Six of Cups, the first card that came out, this is a card of somebody coming back from the past. Then we have that Queen of Wands clarified by the Page of Cups. The Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could have been somebody you used to work with or you used to do business with, right? They're clarified by the Page of Cups. This is them apologizing to you if they messed up in the past, or they just want to catch up with you. The Page of Cups, this is an invitation to go grab a cup of coffee, to go grab a bite together, or just, you know, go take a walk, right? Temperance right next to the deck is the personal Sagittarius card. This Queen of Wands could be a Sagittarius. Or Temperance is all about just taking it easy, taking it slow. It's also a card of healing, right? So again, if you guys broke up or you had a fallout, this is all about, you know, healing that and reconnecting. And the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, perhaps the two of you can do something together. Collaborate again, or work again, or get back together and rebuild your relationship if this is your ex, right? So this will at least put a smile on your face, right? Hence the name of the spread. I don't see any cards suggesting you should not take this person back or you should not reconnect with them. I don't. I think you guys can work things out. Alright? So yeah, that's what I have for you, Aquarius, for this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aquarius, have an amazing July. And there you have it. I hope my readings resonated with you, and if they did, I hope they make your lives better in one way or the other. Please share and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Thank you for watching.